Hello, everybody. My name is Cassidy Stahr. I'm from Victoria, BC, Canada. I'm playing Ginger Snap in the fairy chorus of Green Opera's production of Iolanthe, and today I will be showing you how to make your own fairy wings from recycled materials. Iolanthe, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make fairy wings out of metal coat hangers. That's what mine are made of. And I have a spare pair of nylons here that I'm going to attempt to stretch around these. Now I didn't use nylons for mine because I wanted them to be colorful, and I only have boring colored tights and couldn't really spare any of the interesting ones. And so I just went and I bought a roll of this stretchy pink fabric from a craft store for I'd say £5. It wasn't much. Yeah, just trying to do that conversion in my head because the Canadian dollar is so drastically different than everything else. Okay, so you can make them out of two and have them be half the size of this. I made mine out of 4. I'm going to be showing you the four part wings today. So you will start by bending the your first hanger like this, and you can kind of style it how you want. These are really easily bent, so you can make them more rounded, which is what I did for mine, or you can leave them square like this, but just for the sake of showing you how to do the rounded thing, I'm gonna just do that. So there you go, it's like kind of more rounded here. You can see there. So that's gonna be our top, one of our top parts of the wing. Let me just do that with another one. So as you can see, it's not very effortful and pretty fast to just bend these however you want. Your fingers kind of hurt, but that's the price you must pay for beauty. Okay, so here's our second one. And now for the top wings, what I did was I attached them like this by wrapping the hanger part around. Now this takes a little bit more effort, but it is doable. Get it like a few times so that the tension keeps it there without you having to glue it. Alright, so here's one side, and I'll do the other. Alright, so 2 times wrapped around should be enough to hold the tension in like that, and make sure that, because you don't want this pokey part sticking out of the wing there, you want it to be fairly flat, so make sure that you keep those pretty much in line, because we're going to stretch something over top of it. Alright, so there you go. As you can see, I'm like moving this all around. It's not like it's staying in place, right? It's staying in place because you wrap it enough times. I just noticed that this is going to cause problems, so we don't want that to stick out either. Okay, that's probably the best I can do. But see, the point is it like stays really well, and you can flap it. So this is the top part. You can, of course, just leave your wings like this, and put them on the back of you and attach them with straps around. But I am going to try to do the 4-part thing right now. It's very similar in the way it's attached. So I'm gonna put a 3rd piece of wing in here, and you'd make those the same way that you made the top ones. You can make it pretty much whatever shape you want. I made my bottom ones rounder, although that didn't really come across, but of course you can do that if you have more arm strength or hand strength than I do and can make them perfectly round. That's up to you. Okay, this one's actually a little bit better, so we'll see how this goes. Wow, yeah, that actually worked out. This one seems to be cooperating with me a lot more. So see, this is pretty round. You can have round wing if you want. See, it's like pretty good shape. So let's try having this round one on the bottom here. Now this is the fun part. It might not seem like it, but it can be done. Okay. I'm sweating profusely. Okay. Okay. Now, as you can see, this part is a little bit flappier. Which I thought would happen, and I ended up doing this on mine as well, but a really good way to counteract this is to actually use a twist tie to keep them together, and I'm just gonna go and get some. Okay. Should have thought about this before pressing record. But anyways, here is a lovely twist tie. I'm going to use it to fix this problem I have with the wing here, by just wrapping it around a few times and twisting it. Go. So as you can see, that that pretty much solved the problem. If you need to secure it, obviously you can like use more, but that looks pretty good. I'm gonna do the last one now. I've noticed that these ones are these non-white colored ones are a little bit more challenging to bend. But I'll try to make it as round as I can. I suppose you could also like use a harder surface to bend them, like this table, instead of my fingers. See, that's working somewhat. So you could also do that if your fingers are weak like me. I'm gonna just do this one as well. Okay. Alright. I think that's as round as it's gonna be, so I'm gonna attach this now. Gonna add it to the pile. Okay, this one is really causing me grief, so I think I'm just going to use twist ties to attach this one, and that's okay. That's totally fine. Okay. Oh, that didn't really work out super well. Wait, no. Okay, it just needs one more. I think. Okay, that actually did a pretty good job of attaching those. So yeah, in a pinch, if you can't really bend these things, you can twist tie them together and it'll be pretty successful. What I did with mine also is I like bent them. I bent the wings slightly out so it looked like they were like sort of mid flap. It's very hard to do it with this particular group of hangers, but if I was really trying, I probably could get it like the way mine is. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so it's kind of tilted, which is like how mine are. So that is good. And now I'm going to get my boring dance tights from when I was 5, and I'm going to destroy them now. And so because there are 4 parts, I'm going to do something which I think is going to work. So with your nylons, cut the legs off, and make sure you use sharp scissors, because otherwise you will be very frustrated. Okay. So here's one. And what you want to do is, if you're doing a 4-part wings, you're going to cut it in half. Like this. And we'll deal with the one that has 2 holes later, but we'll deal with the one, we'll deal with this one first. So put this over one of your wing things. Man, I think these tights are very difficult. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Whew! That was difficult, but there you go. Here is the first part. Here's the first part of your wings all done. And obviously you want to use tights that are not super small like the ones I just used, because you're going to have some space here. You could always not turn around, you know, at the end where we have to potentially be in office chairs. You could always just like be sitting and have no one ever see this, if you don't have tights that are larger. But see, look, this is pretty good, pretty solid, and it would be a nice surface if you wanted to stick gems and stuff to it, like I've done with mine. I will warn you that glitter is really, really difficult to put on fabric. These took me more time than I would like to admit, but if you're going to use glitter, just like be warned, it's not really very fun. Alright, I'm going to finish putting the tights on these. So for the ones that have 2 holes like this when you cut the leg, what I'm going to try to do here is close off this one. Like this, by knotting the end. There we go. And then you will turn it inside out. And then you're going to put it on, oops, I almost dropped them, on one of your wing parts here. it's important that you turn the knot inside out, because otherwise you'll see it and it'll look kind of funny. But you see here, it isn't really causing a big fuss. You can kind of see, like, okay, this is actually what I've decided is the back of them. But that's a cool way of using only one pair of tights to do one set of wings. Okay, so this knot is actually a little bigger than I would like, but if this happens to you, you can like cover it up with something. The point is that there's two, basically, there's two parts of wings. Okay, that's a quick fix. No, that's not super good. You definitely want to have tights that are a little bit longer, and maybe you can just like pin it or something here to get them to stay like this. And as you can see, it's on the other side of part of the hanger, so yeah, so it would probably work. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this up really quickly because I've noticed that I have taken 16 minutes to film this, and I'm very sorry. But it takes a long time to bend coat hangers, and I wanted to do it live. And I only get one chance to destroy tights. Okay, so we cut it in half. Oh, that was a lot faster than previous cuts. Okay. Really, I think putting the nylons over the coat hangers is the hardest part. I hope that you have stretchier nylons than I do. See, it kind of like warped the shape of the wing because it's too tight, but that's not bad. Like, oval wings are pretty cool. Make you look like a dragonfly or whatnot. Okay. I'm gonna just tie a knot in this one again. And turn it inside out. And put it over the wing. Okay, I'm going to put this on the other side. Okay, so I guess what I would advise is use 2 pairs of nylons for this, because I tried to get away with one, and like if you don't securely attach them, it might be an issue. But then again, if they're on your back, you might not be able to see. Ugh, I don't really want to take off my own wings. But I'm gonna just like, just imagine that there's a person here and their back is covering this, so you can see that it's not an issue with lots of this shows. But yeah, I guess this is it. This is the end of my tutorial for how to make furry wings out of coat hangers. A thing about how to attach them, though. I am not a big fan of straps on wings because I just, like, it just somehow feels more constricting, and it just, like, I don't like the way it rubs. So what I did to attach mine, something a little controversial, but it is partially attached by this necklace. I have 2 safety pins, one up here at the top of my shirt and one at my denim skirt. I'll turn around also just to give you an idea. I'm never gonna be turning around, so I just decided not to glitter the back, and I was just fed up with glitter, so I decided not to. So I'll just turn around and show you how that looks on me, and how it's attached on the neck up there. Um, it's not bothering me because the way the safety pins are along here, it supports it enough and it's low enough that it doesn't feel like it's dragging down. Um, Also, just generally, the coat hangers are not very heavy, so I was not bothered by it. Um, just for people who don't want to do the straps like a backpack, I'd recommend this way for sure. Because it's just better. And if it makes sense with your costume, I would do it. Um, yeah. What else? It would be really easy on these to attach the straps to, because you could just get your ribbon or your cord or whatever you're using as a strap and just tie one here and then tie one here and then just have it be your little straps right there. All right, so that's basically everything. And I'm sorry this was over 20 minutes. Good luck making your wings.